Welcome to 15 Minutes of Game. The first 15 minutes of any game are of vital importance, not only because they set the tone, but also because that is the refund window for Android apps. At the end of the 15 minutes, I have to decide whether I keep it or hit the refund button. So let's find out what happens when we give it its 15 minutes of game.
Overlive is a surprisingly addictive game. It takes the form of a point-and-click RPG with heavy emphasis on the story. Every event you click has flavor text, and some events open or even close other events to you. There are multiple ways to beat the game, and losing can be quite frustrating, because it's a game that requires a lot of time investment. Even though you can, you don't want to just pick it up and put it down. Once you get some momentum, you want just one more area, just one more event, or just one more battle. In the interest of full disclosure, it takes more than 15 minutes to actually get a proper taste of this game. So I didn't even get the option to refund. However, I really don't mind one bit. This was quite an engaging game. With events that change even between visits to an area, the game is deceptively tough to keep track of. To help you navigate events, though, there is a one-round sparkle effect that unlocked events will give off. It functions a lot like a game of Dungeons & Dragons, with skill and equipment checks on most events, and some ability to make choices here or there, whether you want to try sneaking past, or going the direct route, or maybe even causing distractions so that you can slip by. Combat can be both fun and frustrating. Swipe your finger across the screen and stop on an enemy to melee attack that enemy. Tap to fire your pistol, and touch and drag explosives to try and hit a group. It seems as though when you're struck, it automatically drops what you were doing, so in the event that you have multiple attackers, you might not actually be able to hit that group with your explosives because their attacks keep canceling your touch and drag. Though it doesn't seem to mess with your melee or firearm attacks anywhere near as much. Harder difficulties will net you a higher score as well as better rewards. As you unlock more items with exploration, you have access to better ways of improving your skills. Whatever the difficulty you're playing on, the enemy difficulty scales reasonably well in each individual area. I loved Overlive, and the only strike that I can really give it is that the group fights are a bit too difficult, especially when trying to attack groups with your explosives seems to keep getting undermined by the attacks that are coming at you. I would like to see this mechanic improved in future versions, but even as is, this is a game that's definitely worth picking up.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and if you have, a comment or a like would be most appreciated. It's your feedback that lets me know how to best allocate my time in the things that you want to see. If you click on any of the links around here, you'll be taken to a playlist with more of that particular brand of madness. And be sure to subscribe so that you can always be the first to know when I have some new content out. Thanks again, and see you around.